morning, children. Children, as we are revising the chapter laws of motion, we completed the three laws of motion, children. That is the Newton's first law, Newton's second law, and as well as the Newton's third law, children. Okay, Newton's first law is also called as the law of inertia. Okay, and here Newton's second law explains about the Newton's first law is the law of inertia is of three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and as well as inertia of direction. And here next we have the Newton's second law. Newton's second law states that F is equals to ma. It gives the definition for the force. And here Newton's third law is the for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. And here, children, Newton's third law it is used to work the to run the rockets. Rockets works on the principle of Newton's third law, children. Okay. Therefore, here we completed the Newton's first, second, and third law, children. Next, we come to the after the Newton's first law, first, second, and third law, we come to the momentum, children. Momentum. Okay. And here, momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity. The product of mass and velocity is called as the momentum. The units of momentum is Newton second. Okay, or it is also taken as kg meter per second, or Newton second. Okay, see here, children. Okay, here momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity, and here the units of momentum is Newton second, that is kg meter per second, children. Okay, and here we are having the law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum. The law of conservation of momentum says that the momentum of a body before collision, momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity. A body which has mass and which exerts the velocity, which is moving with the velocity, it is called as the momentum. Okay, law of conservation of momentum says that momentum of a body before collision is equals to momentum of a body after collision. Momentum of a body after collision. Momentum of a body before collision is equals to momentum of a body after collision. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. This is the law of conservation of momentum. Law of conservation of momentum says that the momentum of a body before collision is equals to the momentum of a body after collision. That is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, children. Okay, and in the same way we have the word called as impulse. Okay, impulse is denoted by the product of the impulse is defined as the product of net force into time. Impulse is defined as the product of net force into time. F net into time is called as the impulse. Impulse is of two types, that is impulse force, and as well as the impulsive force. Impulse force as well as the impulsive force. Impulse force is the large force acting for a long period of time. The large force acting for a long period of time is called as the impulse force. When a fielder catches the ball, he drags the ball to a longer distance. It is called as the impulse force. Okay. When a boxer, when he hits the punch, the person moves, the opponent moves back. It is due to what? The impulse force. And here impulsive force, the large force acting for a short period of time. Okay, the large force acting for a short period of time. Large force is acting for short period of time is called as the impulse force. Normally, a karate fighter breaks the bricks. He breaks the bricks. It is due to the what? The impulsive force, children. Impulse. It is the unit of impulse is same as that of the unit of the momentum, children. That is Newton second. The unit of impulse is Newton second. Okay, or kg meter per second, children. The unit of force is Newton or kg meter per second square. Kg meter per second square is the unit of force, whereas a unit of impulse is kg meter per second, children. Okay, that is impulse force and impulsive force we completed, children. Okay, children, right. Okay, therefore here today we learned what is momentum, what is the law of conservation of momentum, what is impulse force, and what is impulsive force, children. Okay, and in the same way, children, okay, and in the same way we learn here dropping of eggs. A dropping of eggs is a impulse force. Okay, it is a impulse force, and here we are having the okay the keywords. If you can see, laws of motion, inertia is the it is a resistance to change a state of a body from one form to another form. Okay, the resistance to change its state from one to another is called as inertia. Mass is defined as the product of, that is the amount of matter contained in a body. And here linear momentum is the product of mass and velocity. And here conservation of momentum says that okay, momentum of a body before collision is equal to the momentum of a body after collision. And here impulse force is the product of the net force into time. And here impulsive force, the large force acting for a short period of time, is called as the impulsive force. Therefore here I should make a note of all the points whatever that we have discussed here. Okay, children, you should make a note of all the points whatever that we have discussed. Okay, and you should go through the points carefully and try to revise them as many number of time as you can, such that you can score good marks, children. Okay, as the exam is in the objective type, that is MCQs, multiple choice question answers. Okay, MCQs means multiple choice question answers. As it is in the MCQs, okay, you will be getting only on the definition based, okay, formula based, okay, like that only we will be getting the questions, children. We won't get the activities, children. Okay, right. Okay, therefore this is about the impulsive force, momentum. Okay, like that, children. The remaining we'll be learning in the next class, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.